Start tonight with big news rocking the sports world. Today, the Sacramento Kings fired head coach Mike Brown. It's a major story many of you are talking about. We have live team coverage right now. ABC 10's Garspal Songa is at Golden One Center getting fan reaction today. But we start with ABC 10 sports reporter Matt George. And Matt, you talked with Coach Brown just minutes before the firing. How much of a surprise was this?
Well, certainly a surprise with how the day started, but in reality, it's a day that's all too familiar in the history of the Kings in Sacramento. Mike Brown, the 20th head coach in just the Sacramento era of the franchise, has been fired. The news breaking the day after the Sacramento Kings lost their fifth straight game all at home in heartbreaking fashion to the Detroit Pistons. Brown ran a full practice this morning, which included a lengthy press conference with members of the media before he was informed of the organization's decision. Brown and the team were preparing to board a flight to Los Angeles ahead of Saturday's game with the Lakers. Now, despite being the only one of 12 coaches to lead the Kings back to the playoffs since Rick Adelman was fired back in 2006, Brown has been under a lot of scrutiny with how the Kings have been underperforming. And today at practice, again, just minutes before he was fired, Brown spoke on the pressure being just another part of the job.
You know, that's part of it. That's why I get paid the money that I get paid. But at the end of the day, you also know when you go through adverse times, you know who was there, who's truly there for you. But that's part of what I have to deal with, not just for myself, but holding everybody together. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm okay with anybody criticizing me because, again, I get paid to handle that. I believe I'm going to handle all the smoke, no matter where that smoke comes from, because that's what I'm paid to do.
Well, just this past summer, Mike Brown signed a multi-year extension with the Kings. He will be on the team payroll through 2027. As for what's next, the team has named former player and now assistant coach Doug Christie as their interim head coach. Doug has been part of Brown's staff over his tenure here in Sacramento. Christie was also a member of former Kings head coach Luke Walton's staff. Doug also served as the head coach of Sacramento's Summer League team this past offseason. Well, this evening, the Sacramento Kings released a statement where general manager Monte McNair kept it short and sweet. He said, quote, "This was a difficult decision, and I want to thank Mike for his many contributions to the organization," end quote. Many former Kings coaches and players have been weighing in on the move, including former All-Star DeMarcus Cousins, who said on Instagram, "Mike ain't the problem." And current Denver Nuggets head coach, who was fired by the Kings back in 2014, Mike Malone, calling out the organization as he claims for firing Mike Brown while he was in his car driving to the airport this afternoon. Well, what's next for the Kings? They take on the Lakers tomorrow night. First game in the Doug Christie era.
Wow, just stunning news. And Matt, we know that fans are still hoping to light the beam for the big game tomorrow. And wow, certainly just a stunning turn of events. Keep us posted.